Why, hello there, my fellow brothers, sisters, gamers, and anime lovers. More President's videos are on its way to the channel. Believe me, it's been a long while since we got back to these. Are you guys still interested in POTUS Plays GTA? Because I stopped watching because I had more other interests that caught my attention for a while. But I really am going back to the President's AI videos because I hear people love it. People love me reacting to it. I don't know why. I'm just an idiot who's reacting to these funny, really amazingly created videos by people with more creative sense of humor when it comes to nonsense and mayhem. Believe me, I'm chaos in more instances than one. But still, I digress. We're back to, well, it used to be the President's Play horror games, but now it's been renamed to More Gun Hill. So basically, yeah. He's never going to haunted pyramids. U.S. President's Play, Amenti. I don't know how that's pronounced. So there's a reason why they, just being a person who reads some portion of Egyptian history, there's a reason why they shut these things closed. And believe me, I heard some. I don't know if this was real or something else. Someone opened a dig site of a pyramid and then there was a booby trap. Some kind of poison was released. Yeah. There's a reason why the people of ancient times sealed this place away. It's one, keep away. Two, do not open. It's like some stupid idiot who goes to a lab and opens the disease counter and just let it all out. Like, dude, are you trying to be Pandora in Pandora's box? Letting out all the chaos and mayhem into the world and just making everyone else miserable? There's a reason why burial sites are not to be touched, not to be defiled or anything else. And that's why in good business, you don't build your luxury condo on top of a burial site, because that's where we get those interesting ghost stories. I used to live in a condo nearby. There's a burial site right in front of the other side, the condominium on the other side, and there have been reports of spooky sightings of spirits or human-like entities that just appear and disappear in just a moment's notice. It's so spooky. So, nope. These pyramids are a burial site. In all honesty, pyramids are housing previous pharaohs. That's their basically what you call it, memorial site. Yeah, that's where they're buried. So don't ever dig it up. We people let our curiosity get the better of us, and that's how it kills the cat. Remember, guys, don't let curiosity get the better of you, because we have something called instinct, and we should listen to it when it says, when you feel like this is not something we should be doing. Don't do it. I'm just sharing my past experience. Hope you guys enjoy that little commentary. So let's see what happens when the presidents go into a pyramid, and what the hell is that thing? That spooky thing in the back.
Excuse me?
Oh, we are cooked.
They travel.
Is there any other exit? Stick to the wall.
This game looks really good. I'm already impressed.
Today is the most important day of my life. By tomorrow, I could be hailed as the bravest photographer or the most foolish history.
The most foolish what?
Historian.
Well, at least the graphics look nice.
Hey, we're in for it on this one. This game is called Amenti. It's a small Steam game I found, and it looks like we're stepping straight into King Tut's tomb.
Yeah, these are some crazy graphics for a small Steam game.
I want to photograph Rudiman's remains. I'm terrified,
It's basically
but I won't
somewhat
let fear stop me. This is my... Well, I guess I didn't need to read the rest of that.
I don't want to keep glazing the graphics, but I'm actually kind of terrified with how realistic this looks.
Is Yamimoto about to pop out the cut and challenge me to a children's card
Okay,
game?
Yu-Gi-Oh,
I mean,
stop
look
it.
at this. We might have actually discovered a wrinkle in time.
Oh my gosh, it just keeps getting better.
We're not even in the pyramids yet, and I feel like we're breaking Egyptian laws.
Needless to say, the tone has been immediately set, so we better put on our mummy tape because we're about to do some grave digging.
Yeah, doesn't this game feel like it's from a AAA studio or something?
Oh my
These
goodness.
are some crazy graphics for how small the studio was.
This is my last comment on the graphics, but the sky is gorgeous as well.
Yeah,
Just
feels like
wow.
you're in GTA.
Makes you
all
really
of a
feel
sudden.
like you're walking the sands of the desert.
We got bigger fish to fry, however, because we're about to be diving headfirst into a pyramid, and we all know about ancient Egyptian curses.
I wonder
Yeah.
what political official we paid off to visit these, because I'm pretty sure we could get lit up like a Christmas tree for trespassing.
Oh, it's just a vulture. There's a lot going on here, I must say.
These pyramids were built by humans? I find that hard to believe.
Oh, we're one of
Yes.
those guys, aren't we?
Is this modern day?
Ancient
Because there
aliens.
seems to be a lot more artifacts and remnants left from this ancient city for there to be 0 guards.
Well, no need to fear because the world's best security guard is here, and no grave robber is going to get past these
You're the
peepers.
grave robber. What
Donald,
do you mean?
I think we are the grave robber.
Yeah.
Well, no need to fear because the world's best grave robber is here, and no silly security guard is going to catch me with his peepers.
A hero moonlighting as a criminal. Well, I never saw that one coming.
I must enter the tomb before the guards change shifts.
Uh-oh.
What guards? And I was right. We just don't care. We want photos for our tabloids.
How do you have foresight for saying
I don't want to be a guard in these kinds of jobs because there are plenty of haunted sites in the Philippines and you don't want to go there. Especially, there's a lot of things that bump in the night and we don't want to see it. It really is. I had my... let me share with you a little ghost story in my old house before it burned down. There was this called the White Lady. Basically, it's a woman with long black hair and it's wearing a pure white gown, basically. And I was a kid back then, and I remember it completely. That's the curse of photographic memory. I remember the very instance, my positioning, where I was, and what time it was. It was at night. I was in the living room on the sofa, laying my head down, and then I saw a woman clad in white walk across the hallway. And I thought it was my sister at first, because she's the only person I know with long hair. So I called out to her, no one replies. And when I walked to the hallway and looked left and right, there was no one there. I wasn't dreaming, I was awake. I was actually awake. I stood up, woke up. I even pinched myself to make sure, am I asleep or something is bullshitting me? And it actually was a ghost. Or a wandering spirit, whatever it may be called. Yeah, that was spooky. I don't want to be one of those guards. I don't want to... Well, we after our journey with FNAF being the security guard with a haunted pizzeria, I don't want to be a security guard like that, no.
the dumbest thing possible?
Geez, these statues are looking pretty legit. There's not even any intense music, but I feel like there's a buildup pushing us along.
It might be the creeping fear of getting John Wicked from the back.
Well, no turning back this time. We got some photos to take and some graves to desecrate.
Unfortunately, that was a
Please, no
This
jump
tomb
scares.
contains
I hate
confined
this.
spaces that may cause discomfort for those with claustrophobia.
Oh.
Claustrophobia? Santa Claus already came this year. What are
No,
you talking
no.
about?
That
Fear
one was not
of-
a bar.
I thought it was funny.
It seems pretty weird that ancient Egyptians would need a vent shaft unless there's something I'm not understanding about ancient engineering.
As long as we don't have a sarcophagus balloon boy, they can make all the vent shafts they want.
The reasoning for that, I believe, is for lowering the coffin or any heavy materials that you don't want to walk down the stairs carrying heavy stuff. So it's better that you make it's an angled slope, and you can lower it with ropes rather than carry some big motherfucker and just tire yourself out. I think that's the reasoning, because I watched some historical documents for certain things or architecture. I think that's the explanation I remember.
Right-click to take a picture. Take photos of anything interesting. What is a Bose speaker doing in here?
Never mind what we're doing. If the guards are down here blasting Kendrick Lamar, they should be the ones arrested.
For desecrating the burial grounds or just for playing Kendrick Lamar?
I'll leave that one up to interpretation.
Finally!
Did I
It wasn't
see
letting
something?
me take any other pictures for some reason. I just kept hearing a shutter sound every time I clicked the mouse.
Maybe the game was telling you that you got to be more hands-on with these relics.
What am I
Also,
hearing? What am I
going
hearing?
crazy, or is there a spooky ambience fading in?
That a rhetorical question or something?
How about you go make another poop stain ad or something and leave this game to the pros?
It's not poop stain. I did it for... We already talked about this. Why are we going over this again?
At this rate, the mummy is going to wake up and tell you to quiet down.
Can the mummy show us where to take pictures of his precious belongings?
You can just say Millennium Puzzle, Obama.
I don't know how accurate this is, but I didn't know there were this many hieroglyphs on the floor.
I need more light to take more photos.
The photos look just fine. Where are we even going to get the light at?
Wait, is that what this box thing is actually for? Well, I suppose
Okay.
so.
How could I forget the greatest Egyptian inventor to ever exist? Thomas Edison and the electrical currents he created under
Whoa, wow.
Okay, then. So something tells me we shouldn't be down here.
That thing looked like it was
Rick, I
over
hate
9,000 years old.
What? 9,000?
Yes, 9,000 years old.
That's it. Put him in Congress.
A lot of artifacts lying around that we certainly won't get our grubby little hands on.
I still fail to see how this would be groundbreaking pictures for the
I
public
hate
that
those
would make
kinds of
this guy
things.
famous. It's not the 1800s. We know what this looks like.
How do you know the timeline?
I wonder why in certain
hate
parts I
horror
can take
games,
pictures.
by the way, if you don't
in certain
remember.
parts I can't. These all look really interesting, so I don't know why the game is flagging the shot as not valid or something.
You know, logically speaking, he may have a reserved camera roll or something, so he's just trying to preserve film.
But when I talk about logic in a game, all of a sudden everything is a problem. Is that right?
I think you're reading too much into it, man.
Which is funny because I didn't know he could read at all.
But if I aim that joke at Joe, though, it's a problem, right?
You won't, though.
The silence. The silence.
You're lucky I'm a nice guy.
This seems like a good place to take a photo.
That's got to be a really comfy bed. That guy's been asleep ever since the start of time.
His cat is probably buried alongside with him somewhere.
How can I not take a picture of this? Oh, there it goes. I guess you just have to be in a certain position and take
Or
the picture
maybe
from a
wait.
certain angle.
Haven't we taken enough pictures already? Are we trying to find the mummy itself to do a Vogue photo shoot?
We're already illegally down here, so we might as well enjoy our time before the mummy's curse catches us.
Either that or before a guard catches us with
I
some
don't
Rambo.
want to see
Hello,
any.
we're here to vandalize your belongings.
Oh,
Listen, that was just a joke. I'm sorry if you were
Were
offended
those
by
eyes?
that.
Come on, Donald. Are we serious? You need to stand on business. You're the world's best security guard.
I
Are you
hate.
crazy? That was a shadow man.
Well, the good news is that one of the guards left his flashlight down here, so we're not going to be in the complete dark anymore.
Now for the bad news, which is that we've disturbed
I
the
hate
ancient
horror
resting place
games.
of bitter and angry souls, and they are not welcoming to visitors.
Well, sorry, Mr. Sphinx. I guess I wasn't aware of how allergic you were to camera flashes.
I need to start brushing up on the ancient Egyptian lore because the only creature I know about is ISIS, and half of the reason was Obama.
2012 called? They want their joke back.
Awful bold of you to think I was joking.
Wait. Were those dog heads like that before?
I don't know, since you're not going back to look at it.
You know what? I'm probably just going crazy with the hallucinations.
See? That's a Millennium puzzle piece right there. Yugimoto is about to send us to the Shadow Realm with that shadow fella.
Sounds like you want that to happen.
Better than being in this dusty coffin.
Is this where we got to go? We got another warning sign here.
Danger of death. Tragic events haunt this place. Entry is strictly forbidden. If you enter, your death will be solely your responsibility. Well, we already got attacked by the Sandman, so might as well push the limits.
We clearly don't value our life already if we're down here in the first place.
Must be our occupation, deciding to be a photographer for creepy things.
Well, if we don't
I
make it
don't
out
wanna
of this
do it.
one, I just wanted to say that Donald should be the one wrapped up in mummy tape.
No need to out yourself, Obama. The files will do that themselves.
Certainly not a creepy door or anything.
The Queen's tomb is probably here.
I'm
We've
looking
entered
away
this
because
far
I
down.
don't want to get
We
jump
really
scared.
do have a death wish or something.
Might as well take one more selfie for the road before we get taken off into Egyptian Hades.
I think that's literally what Amenti means, the underworld.
Of course, the Middle Eastern understands what all of this means.
Half of it is common sense, you ingot. Just look at the context clues.
And that's where you lost him.
There's a
Ingot.
lot of door opening and mindless wandering that's going on down here. I hope this guy brought some food and water because we might be lost in here for days.
Pyramids aren't typically that big. It's just the compartmentalization of the hallways that's throwing us off.
We got a well down here? Can I jump through it to get ourselves out of this dungeon?
Well, there's the water supply that Donald was worried about.
Now all we need to do is chew on one of the carcasses in here and we got ourselves a new pad.
Wouldn't be so bad. We could have the game room right here with a pool table in the center.
The no sunlight thing might drive me a bit crazy, but I feel like we could make do.
I was kind of being sarcastic, but in this sense, we would pre-order our burial grounds.
What's this?
Some hats and a letter, I think.
I have barely
Does anybody
any-
have a translator?
Don't got to worry about that because it's written in English.
My name is Henry Caldwell. It's 1922, and I'm leaving this note for anyone who finds it. I came into this tomb searching for answers about the connection between ancient Egyptians and beings from
Of
beyond
course.
our world. I know I might not make it out alive, but I need to know the truth before it's too late. This place isn't just stone it watches, it listens. If you feel it too, trust your instincts. I'll try to leave more notes to guide you, if I survive long enough to write them. But now, I have to run. The air has turned cold, and I swear I can hear her.
Let's go. We have a recent
was
cadaver to feast on.
Donald, are you not concerned? Are you not concerned?
Listen, Cleopatra, we already
Shut
called
up,
dibs
shut
on
up.
Henry's
Why
flesh.
are you approaching?
Oh boy, this is not good.
Well, we're already cursed, so what else can that ghostly lady even do to us? Or is she just gonna stand tall like a...
Okay, great.
I'd probably stop tempting her, Donald. She doesn't seem like the type to mess around.
You see a ghost woman the size of Kevin Durant, and the first thing you do is mock it? What is wrong with you?
What can I
Survival
say?
instinct
I'm not the
zero.
type to go beat around a bush. You already know that I'm the world's best security guard, the very best. And some whimsy flower lady isn't gonna stop me.
Well, you can take over at any time, Donald.
No thanks. DoorDash
course.
is on its way to deliver some ramen, and I don't want to spill any around the pyramid floors.
It's pronounced ramen.
Yup.
You know that, right?
If that's the case, then why is the show called Everyone Loves Raymond?
Are we being serious? Like, this isn't a bit or anything. We are 100% on the level right now.
Now you know
Donnie.
what we gotta deal with.
Well, I guess we still got to go around taking pictures. They got a whole
We are
army now?
definitely
We
not
could have
wanted
avoided
here.
this if we just didn't enter this place.
Now we're subject to some witch's curse and a militia of mildew-smelling men.
Let me get in here so Donald can fight them all.
If that's what it takes to get my freedom back, bring it on.
You are way too gung-ho about
Please,
that.
dude.
We got a tomb room or
Do
something
not
here.
tempt fate.
Never thought we'd find that in a pyramid.
Almost like it's in the... Hello?
What the? Who are you?
You zombies are getting really brave all of a sudden, thinking you can treat your guests like this. I'm leaving a bad review on my Yelp page.
Donnie, shut
Yeah,
it. Shut
that'll
it.
show them. We may suffer some endless tortures or something like that, but we're the ones with the last laugh.
None of you guys are going to open up, right?
If they do, this Airbnb might get a 0-star review from Donald.
Wasn't ready for a beat drop there, but there's a lot of surprising things going
I
on with
hate
this
this
game.
so much.
Are we in the Queen's tomb
Why
now?
am I doing
Boy,
this?
is she going to wake up to a nasty smell once I'm done with this ramen.
Rage bait. I'm not going to overreact.
Donald is not so surprisingly good at getting a reaction from people, so it's good that you caught on.
Well, I'm assuming the next step is to open that little stone coffin right there, but I'm going to look around a bit more to see if I missed anything.
Shut up, shut up,
Yeah,
shut up,
past
shut
that
up, shut up,
tunnel,
shut up,
there's
shut up,
probably
shut
a
up, shut up.
dust particle that we haven't sniffed.
Is that how you feel about the game so far?
Actually, I really enjoy it. They did a good job capturing the realism of a pyramid, and I think they're going for a buildup of intensity like PT.
Truthfully, I'm actually on edge with how well this game looks. I mean, the buildup is so good that when the small jump scares happen, they actually hit and make your heart skip.
It's that creeping feeling that's following you around, keeping you nervous with every corner that you peek.
No, that's just the fart I left after my ramen.
All right. Good to know. Good to know.
All right, I don't think there's anything else to find, so let's just crack this guy open.
Wake up, everybody. It's time for some breakfast.
Rudaman is here.
I sure hope so, because if he wasn't, we'd have a problem. Guess I should
I don't
add
want
this
to
to
get
the
jump
photo
scared.
album.
I don't want
Is
to.
this what we're sending everybody for Christmas cards? Enjoyed our time in Egypt. Now you're cursed too.
You gotta admit, that's a pretty cool sarcophagus.
Well, I did all the damage that I need to. I'm going to get out of here before Anubis plays with our minds like cat food.
Makes you wonder why we went in
Yeah,
here.
please.
Well, this is a problem. Who did that?
Well, it looks like there's no
It's
going back
sealed,
that
you
way.
can't get
Just
away.
gotta figure out what we can do here.
Am I supposed to move this thing?
Yeah.
You know, this seems like we're going too far.
This guy's got circus peanuts for brain cells. We might as well just run the marathon, even if it leads to a burning pit.
Well, Rudiman, I just wanted to say you look very
What is that?
Oh boy.
Why are we walking towards it?
It went dark.
Are we stupid, Obama?
Now it just feels like we're waiting for a jump scare.
Why
Yeah,
does it
I'm
keep
not looking
going?
at it.
What is
I'm-
even happening anymore? Why
I'm
is
not
the screen
looking.
still dark?
Is she having explosive diarrhea? There is no reason for you to be screaming like this.
Am I the one that's supposed to be doing something? It's just pitch black. What else is there to do?
Look around. I think she's just gonna keep screaming.
Oh, wait, there it
We're
is.
trying to get out of here. Stop screaming.
Do I have
So-
to close it back up or something?
Maybe?
It's not letting me.
Maybe
What do I even do?
do?
Take a picture, maybe?
Whoa.
Thanks for the flashbang.
Are we good now?
Shut
Are we
up.
back to the normal world?
Wait, what just happened?
You just saw the King Ramses curse from Courage the Cowardly Dog just standing there, and you're just now asking about a screaming hyena that got stuck in here?
Oh, I remember that. The Courage the
Return
Cowardly
to
Dog monster.
slam. Yup.
I remember watching that episode.
Yeah, me too. That was one of my most vivid cartoon shows, and it really stuck with me how horror horror was allowed in a children's show. Believe me, all right. Anyone who's still watching or you want to comment down the section below, there's a question of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Which episode really stuck and ingrained itself in your mind? What episode? For me, it's the Cursed Windmill, where 4 undead Vikings, if the windmill stops turning, they were basically, the whole premise of the episode is there are sources of energy that's being used, and people are flocking to these energy providers. Basically, there's one old man with the farm where Courage now lives in, has a windmill to give energy, while the Vikings have a water mill that provides also energy. But the watermill went dry, and the only one with the working mill is the old man. And the Vikings wanted to destroy that farmer and his mill. Instead, the farmer created ancient symbols on the mill to protect it from the Vikings. So, and then the curse. I don't know how they were cursed in the process. If the windmill ever stopped turning, the Vikings will come back to get revenge on the farm and whoever owns the farm. So, unfortunately, the windmill was malfunctioning in Courage's time. I don't know how long that windmill was spinning and still working. They came back when the windmill stopped turning and tried to kill Eustace, Muriel, and Courage. That is the one episode that really stuck with me because of the horrifying image of the undead Vikings, their skeletal frame and their red eyes. That stuck with me. So what episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog stuck with you when you were a kid? That's the question. Leave your answer in the comment section below.
With my kids, it gave them nightmares.
I remember watching it as a kid. That gave me some awful nightmares.
It was just some awful CGI monster, but I remember getting the willies when I saw that thing for the first time.
I think a part of the reason why it was so scary was because of how low quality it was. Sort of like the Uncanny Valley effect, especially for a kid's cartoon.
Seems like we got a puzzle on our hands, so we might be here for a while.
All I'm saying is they had zero reason to put that episode at the end of the Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase movie.
Is that how you were unfortunate enough to find it?
8-year-old me had no business being up at 2 a.m. in the morning watching that thing.
Maybe if you were in your bed fast asleep, you wouldn't have been rocking back and forth with nightmares in your head.
Oh, gee whiz. Why didn't I think of that, Donald? Genius at work, everybody.
At least someone recognizes it.
I'll be real honest, I was just randomly turning wheels and seeing what worked.
Can we get out of here now? I think we got enough
please.
jewels to sell them to shady trade merchants. Of course,
Stop
there's more to the
charging
pyramid.
in
I
without
thought we already accessed
making
the
it clear.
Pharaoh's tomb, but I might have been mistaken.
I think some pyramids even went underground, and I doubt a curse would let us just
What was
leave
that?
so willingly after we've ignored all of its warnings.
Well, we're entering something of importance. They have cosmic-colored guards out here.
Pharaoh, or whoever we're talking to.
Looks like a throne room.
I know you have beef with Marek Ishtar, but I'm telling you that Seto Kaiba has that on lock. So if you could please let us get out of here, we will certainly not talk to Honda about rambunctious
What the
activities.
hell is this
What are you
place?
talking about?
Honda as in the car?
You guys weren't real Yu-Gi-Oh fans, and it shows.
Yeah.
Okay, at least we found this letter in here.
If you're reading this, you've probably realized by now that this place isn't as abandoned as it seems. It feels like we've stepped back in time, but I believe it's far more complicated than that. It's as if history itself has swallowed us whole, trapping us in some kind of temporal void. This is not good at all. You need to find a way out of here. Whatever you do, don't linger. Henry Caldwell.
Don't stay in
What do
one
you
place.
think we've been trying to do, Henry? I'm not trying to have a dirt bath in here. I want to leave just as much as you do.
Doesn't look like there's anything else here besides the inscriptions that I'll never understand.
We can never understand them once we get out. Oh, you guys are just getting bold now, aren't you? We've already seen Blair Witch hanging around. You think I'm scared of her cronies?
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
Shut up,
They're
shut
all
up, shut
standing
up.
like they're Britain's royal guard.
Nice to see all you young gentlemen take this job seriously. Well, if you don't mind, I'll be seeing myself out.
They got the nerve to pose up like they're the Backstreet Boys.
Wait a minute, was this what it looked...
Hold on.
So it looks like we took whatever mushrooms were growing in the cracks.
At least on the bright side, the graphics makes the space wallpaper really beautiful.
Too bad I immediately have to throw us in the dungeon arena again.
I would have been quite content with falling off the ledge of that place and just drifting into space for all of eternity.
Well, Hey, flashlight, you gonna act like a flashlight and
What
work?
now?
Did you just turn that off, or did it turn off by itself?
I'll be honest, Joe, I already forgot. I'm just concerned at how things are rapidly changing around us.
Especially with the...
What the? I thought this was a gate. What is this?
They look like chimes with very interesting physics.
What is even going on anymore? There's nothing stable in this game. It's like the law of reality gets broken every 2 seconds.
You know, during this whole time, I've still tried to take pictures, but I guess our camera is temperamental with how it wants to work.
That should tell you that Aizen has gotten a hold of us. Because as far as I'm aware, a camera should work like a camera all the time.
So, how's the Infinite Tsukuyomi?
Not as pleasurable as the writers promised. The filler is looking a lot more scarier than on appearance.
Where else am I supposed to go? Through here?
This has got to be an important room.
Can I take a picture? This maybe? Whoa!
Sleep.
I knew I should have turned the flash off. Looks like he's okay. What about this?
Oh my gosh.
Hurry!
That's a big
we left
eye.
you in Poppy playtime.
I don't know why we're acting surprised anymore.
Why are you
we already
staring
know
into
we're either
it?
going crazy or under a RuneScape spell.
I already called that the second we entered here, but what surprised me the most is these silly strings flying like we just leaped into them.
Can we not leave? I took pictures already. What else am I supposed to do in this area?
Do you think there's a puzzle that we missed?
I'm hating
Besides the
this,
mystery of
expecting
why
a jump
we entered
scare.
this place, not really.
What was that? A dramatic fart or something?
Donald and his Raymond back at it again.
Never mind. I
The
have a feeling I
body's
know
gone.
who that was.
Well, now, if it's not obvious, I think it's safe to say that we need to watch our
A jump
six.
scare's coming. A
We've
jump
been
scare's
watching
coming.
our 6. Now we have to watch our 7, 8, 9 too.
Probably the most numbers you've ever said in a sentence.
Oh, it just looks like he relocated to a different room. Must have wanted a comfier bed or something besides that stone pedestal.
Well, I'm going to take a picture, and you better not be off of
He's
that
gonna
table
be
when I turn
standing
around.
up.
Good. We were about to have some problems if I saw him walking about.
Need something.
I need something too, but you don't see me blocking the way until I get it.
So we're looking for some sort
I'm
of ancient
trying
bird
to
statue to
react to
put
it,
there.
guys.
Or
I
we can
hate
just put
this.
Donald there because he's so chicken.
There's a lot of stairs around here, Joe. Watch your step.
I'm just the impartial
Someone
third party.
recommended this to
First
me a
time
long
Egypt
time
heard
ago.
that from you.
Wait, is it right here? Cool, that was fairly simple. Hello?
I got a lot of questions like, why is there a rock slide happening in the middle of a pyramid, and why are these candles still lit when it's been thousands of years?
And this goes here.
No. Now it's
Perfect.
stuck.
Now what does that
it begins. Now it,
We got a whole new doorway.
Now
And a
it
whole new
begins.
mummy, too.
I thought this was just the Pharaoh's tomb, but it looks like they put the whole
I hate
village
this.
down
I
here.
hate this. I hate
Oh yeah,
this.
you'll look great in a collage. Or not.
Did this one have to go to the bathroom, too?
I guess they were afraid of the lens.
How nice of them to leave that treasure for us.
I'm keeping this.
Whoa!
I was joking.
Have
It was a
you guys
joke.
ever heard of a sleepwalking mummy?
Listen, buddy, if you want to get mad at anyone, let it be your wife. She was getting too comfortable with us a few minutes ago.
I
Gary,
don't know
you
about
have
saying that
balls
one. I think we
mocking
just
him.
invoked 5 more curses onto our backs.
We just saw Herman Munster hit the stanky leg across the hallway, and you're over here worried about if he's going to curse us. That was
You're
a curse
already
enough.
cursed.
What's not a curse is getting out of this dungeon.
Out of the dungeon and straight into another graveyard.
I've been trying to take pictures of this whole thing, and the game's just not letting me.
Caught all of this in 4K just for the devs to say no.
What do we got going on here?
The eye in the sky
So,
and a UFO.
aliens.
Wait, a UFO?
Henry Caldwell was right. It seems the legend of Amenti is true.
We're just now coming to that conclusion after everything has happened? We've had more
I'm-
spooky stuff
I'm just
pop off
waiting
than a
for it by this
paranormal
time.
activity film.
Can I take a picture of this at least? There's a shiny gem here. Might as well put that in our backpack.
Try to get something out of this other than a blue glowing candle.
Well, it looks like the blue glowing candle had a letter at least.
Translation of the Egyptian hieroglyphic language. Pharaoh Radamon ascended tonight to the realm of the star gods. He and Queen Meritenkar shared a sacred board with the stars.
Bond.
Radamon was the only pharaoh granted the power to shift time and space by the divine. Tomorrow the people will mummify him and send him to his eternal resting place, a realm of silence and peace. Anyone who dares disturb his slumber will awaken the wrath of his spirit and the star gods, bringing forth a curse of agony and death. The divine vengeance will be swift and merciless.
We probably.
no.
Whoa!
What the? Did you just blow the candle out?
We're so dead. Or not. He's just letting us go.
I saw a head.
Swift and merciless vengeance right after
I
he
saw a
takes another
disembodied head.
3,000-year nap.
With our luck, he's probably just playing with his food like Anubis and Kibble.
They really got Beerus out there on the statues, acting like he's catnap or something.
Who are you aiming that shot at?
Whoever's standing behind these chimes because they keep acting like they're being controlled by a magnetic field.
So what do we got to do next? Just find an exit to this place?
I don't think there's an exit anymore. We're probably just toying with hot wax at this point.
You're probably right.
Obama, little did you know I'm always right.
Wait, was this
No,
lit up
you're
hallway
not.
always here?
If it wasn't, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't notice.
Okay, so what did that do?
And now we're dead!
You stupid mummy! You had to sneak up on the world's best security guard because you couldn't face me head on.
Whoa, where are we at now?
This doesn't look like a punishment. This looks tranquil.
Better than tranquil, Joe. It's beautiful. I can hear Cosmic Cove Galaxy music play in the background already.
I was not familiar with your game, Donald.
This is nice and all, but what's our objective now? Is this the end of the game? We just stay here for the rest of eternity?
I'm not opposed to that.
Neither am I, but being realistic, it's probably through that gate.
But don't be in such a hurry, Obama. This is way better than that stupid ancient pyramid we were in.
Wow, what a view. Okay, I can step down and explore.
Look at how... No! What's happening?
Everything's going to white.
I knew things
You're
were too
dead.
good to be true. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it while it lasted.
We're back in this mud hut? I thought old Tapeface put us in the dirt. Why are we back?
Seems like we have some unfinished business, whatever that may be.
Rudimon, you lying swine. I was promised freedom from this stone prison, and we're right back in the middle of things.
That creature promised the very opposite of freedom, but I can't really blame you for being upset.
Barack, you should probably pick up your flashlight.
Oh yeah, thanks, Joe.
Back like we never left, and I'm about to wring Rudimon's neck like a wet T-shirt.
You know, I aspire to be as delusional as you are, Donald.
And I aspire to be as intrusive as you are, Morgan.
You know what? I deserve that one.
What's that noise?
I don't want
Did
to.
someone leave the sound
Something's
bar on
coming.
in this place?
I can't even get through that, can I? Do I take a picture here? What's that?
A
Does
spider.
Rudimon have an invisible land squid that we don't know about?
I don't think we're supposed to go that way, so I'll just give up while I'm ahead.
By the way, that guy earlier was talking about how that was just a dream, so I'm thinking we hit our head on the way in.
Speaking of hitting, we need to find a rock or something to break this gateway open.
I've noticed that we never play sane people in these horror games. I mean, the sane thing to do is to not get yourself involved in a situation like this.
The same thing to do is to be at home on a Friday night watching Law and Order, but we clearly have other priorities like trespassing and burglary.
So the usual in these games.
Is this the thing we got to pick up?
Yeah,
I'd
I
love to
think-
if I had the strength.
Yeah, you can just tell we're a history major.
Oh, well, at least we have a bit of throwing strength behind us.
This guy
Can you
must
throw
really hit the
anything
lap
to
pull
whatever's
down.
going to be
I think
chasing
we're
you
going in circles.
in a few
but we got a
seconds?
new letter at least.
The Queen's wails are tearing through my mind, each one more unbearable than the last. She is horrifying. I can't even look at her. This tomb is alive, suffocating me, driving me mad. Every shadow feels like it's watching. Every breath feels like my last. She's getting closer, and I know my death will be slow and agonizing. I regret ever stepping foot in this cursed place.
Little typo coming up.
English wasn't the game's first language,
Turn back
was it?
before it's
If
too
you're
late.
still
I
here,
think it's
turn
already
back
too
before
late.
it's too late. Henry Caldwell.
What do you think I'm trying to do, Henry? I'm not here licking the dust off a limestone. We're trying here.
Well, I don't think Henry made it far enough to notice.
Excuse me?
It's you again.
It's her.
Oh, we are
Run!
cooked!
The screaming lady wants to have problems with us, but not show us the exit.
What are you doing?
What kind of
Get
hotel is this?
lollygagging.
And we still can't go through here?
Looks like we just have to face the music.
I don't understand what we have to be doing. Is that lady gonna be roaming around, or do we have to escape?
I'm about to figure that out. Maybe I can sneak through this thing?
What?
No, I need another rock to break that.
Sneak through? Can a child even fit through that?
Listen, that shrieking lady from the balcony has me freaked out.
Me too.
Wait, have we even been this way?
I don't think so. This looks like an entirely new area.
This pyramid has the magic ability to extend itself to 5 more rooms without us even looking at it. It's like something out of American Horror Story.
Egyptian horror story, if we're being technical.
Yeah,
Wait, is this like a maze and I gotta find something?
I don't want
That's
to
just
get
what I was
jump
thinking, in
scared,
all
guys.
honesty.
I
Either
hate
an exit
this.
or an item that
I'm
we can
just
use
peeking
later.
through my fingers.
As soon as you say something, we got a chest right here.
Oh, it's
See?
just another stupid letter. Get your reading glasses back on, Joe.
When the sun did not rise and the people of
Okay,
Thebes
safe
suffered
for
from
now.
heat and thirst, they prayed to the gods.
Unless-
In their mercy, celestial ships descended from the stars, building the pyramids over the holy tombs of the pharaohs. These pyramids, symbols of Egypt's majesty, hold a divine power that made the Nile flow, set the heavens in motion, and restored life to the earth. Let future generations know their lives are a gift from the gods of the stars, preserved within these sacred monuments.
Yapathon for an absolute nothing sandwich.
I don't
We
wanna-
get it.
I don't wanna get
Aliens
cut.
helped build pyramids. Now show me to the next gas station before I turn your crypt into a swamp.
Wasn't there an exit here? Where do I go? Never mind then. I guess the game heard me.
Ask and you shall receive, they say.
Gotta
I don't
shout
wanna
out the
see
ghost
this.
lady for putting
If
all
we
of
get
these
caught,
curtains
I
up
don't
for
wanna
us.
see it.
Obviously couldn't get caught in this Disney enchanted maze without her.
Wait, am I hallucinating, or do you guys hear a car engine humming in the background?
I think it sounds more like a rusty faucet that's trying to run, but I still hear a slight buzzing sound.
It might be
Wait,
a
we got another
monster
chest here.
murmuring.
What do we get? The Millennium Puzzle?
Doesn't this go
I
somewhere?
told you guys that Yu-Gi-Oh was in this place. I just need Dark Magician Girl, and we're all set like a baseball bet.
I'll probably
One
need
of my
this at
very
some point.
first
Shut
anime
up, Mokuba.
crushes,
So do
Dark
we get out of
Magician
here?
Girl.
Oh, hello. I guess we're going this way now.
Rudiman must have been a big fan of crop circles the way he keeps having us walk around this corn maze.
A big fan of women screaming, too. What's this? Oh, I can actually take a picture of this thing. Shocker.
Can you stop screaming? We get it. You're angry because we're here. That's why we're trying to leave, you wispy lugnut.
What did you just call her?
Donald has a new
Wispy
vocabulary concoction every video.
We're finally out of those stupid, confusing curtains.
I'm going to need a rock to break through that thing. Oh, hello!
Is that the ghost lady?
I don't know, but it
Shut
seems
up.
she wanted her picture taken.
Please don't put us in a snake pit. Oh, she's dead.
All that screaming must have made her lose oxygen, that insufferable witch.
Yep, that's as dead as a person can get, really.
That doesn't look very dead to me.
What did we just see in the chair, then? Was that supposed to happen?
There's no
It
way
was a
we're still
bait, I think.
alive. Can we just go back to the Super Mario Galaxy wallpaper?
Yeah,
I'm tired of
please.
being ping-ponged by two ghosts.
Well, for some reason, that did not kill us.
I hate
And that
this.
skeleton is still there.
I think our character has been a tad bit too rational for the events that have followed him throughout this pyramid.
I
A
think
tad?
I think
This
you're
man
not
has yet
supposed
to
to
relay
die
a single
here.
emotion other than saying
Are there
butchered
any
English.
lives or
Well, he
anything?
was
A reset
talking like he was
checkpoint?
kind of shocked when he saw the hieroglyphs of UFOs.
And then went immediately back to being a GTA NPC with the presence of an earthworm.
Is there anywhere else to go? Well, looks like we got a platforming part coming up.
Uh-oh.
And jump! Oh,
Are you serious,
Okay,
Obama?
there are
Does
lives.
that count as a death?
Yes. Partially because Obama was playing the whole time. Your turn, Donald.
No need to fear because the world's best platformer is
Jump
here.
off.
I'm fearing.
You're about to see a master at work.
I don't think there's a lot of mastery of jumping in a game.
And yet here we are relying on me after you failed.
You know, he kind of got you there, Barack.
Yeah.
Now, I really hope he falls because it would be so much better.
You want to see something cool, Obama? Look at that. I almost tripped at the end, but we made it.
I can't find a way out of here. I can't. Oh, there was supposed to be a period there.
What if it's not a rough translation and we're just playing as a really uneducated historian?
That's probably worse. I pick you. Now get in my lap so we can throw you at something.
No wonder children are scared of you.
Geez, are you trying to wake the living dead?
If those ghosts aren't the living dead, I think we need to be prescribed some schizo medicine.
So from what I'm looking at, we got to walk across these tiles in the correct order.
There's no way you're being smart right now, is there?
Hold on, just let him cook.
And
I
then
don't
two
wanna
flowers, a snake, and I think we're all good.
You know what? I'm a big enough man to admit when I'm wrong.
Good job,
Donald.
Donnie.
Thank you, Obama.
Great job.
Is this a final arc for character development?
Never with the world's best security guard. Get out the way! I'm sorry, you roid-raging Minotaur. I didn't know
What
you
was
had a
that?
China shop to wreck.
What is even going on in this game anymore?
Charging
Are
at me
these
like he's DK
hallucinations or
Metcalf.
what?
Did someone just scream? There's too much going on in this
Run,
game.
just
So
run,
what
just
do
run.
I
Don't
do
look back.
now?
Just run.
Try to
Don't
take
look
pictures
back.
of any alien stuff, I guess. And calm down. We know there's a lot going on, but we're not going to think rationally
long
if we
is
can't
this?
stay calm.
Do I
We're
go
almost
in
done.
here?
4 minutes
what about
left.
take a picture? I saw a bunch of pyramid models on the table and a gem, but there was nothing else in that room.
Go back in there. You didn't even look around that good because you were panicking so much.
Is this the... Whoa!
That one's not even wrapped up. Must be new
took a
compared to
picture?
the other skeletons in here.
Why did it let me take a picture there?
As I write this, I don't know if I'm still in the world of Amenti or if I've somehow returned to my own time. Right now, feral mummies are trying to break into this chamber. My time is up and they will kill me. But strangely, I feel a sense of peace knowing that I've finally answered the question that haunted me my entire life. The legend of Amenti is real. The ancient Egyptians truly had a spiritual connection with beings from beyond, spanning dimensions of space and time. The theories about their afterlife were all true. To whoever reads this, I hope you escape. But if Amenti has trapped you, there may be no way out. Henry Call.
Then that must be a skeleton on the ground.
Cool, but what does that do for us? Never mind, it opens up the wall.
That letter said if we were kept in here by Amenti, then that means there's no escape for us.
Yeah, well, we'll just see about that.
Oh!
Never mind, that's all
Yeah,
you, buddy.
Well, if there
those
was
are
ever
the
a time to
mummies
run,
breaking
Donald,
in.
now
Just
is
run
that
and don't
time.
look back.
He's crawling like I did something personal to him.
Yeah, we entered this place.
Oh,
What?
right. Yeah, that's your hallway. I won't be going down there.
Are they?
Yeah, sure,
They're
this is all
waking
right.
up, Donald. I think you have to dodge and weave.
Keep
You gotta
running,
look
keep
and
running,
act
keep
with
running.
precise
Don't look back,
timing,
don't look
Donald.
back.
Well, I see what's ahead, and I will gladly turn away to the side.
Can we get out of here already?
Are you?
We're trapped.
It's the Queen of the Ghost Lake herself. You're behind all of this madness.
Let's just hope the mummy from the other side's.
You
What?
too, Munster?
They're pinching
Can I
us.
go back here?
We're so
Are you
cooked.
serious? They trapped us.
Is there any other exit?
Just stick to the wall.
You guys think you can just bully me? Whoa!
The floor.
What the?
Oh, we're dead.
That's a concussion right there.
We're somehow alive, though. Maybe it was just all a dream, and we've been huffing dust the whole time.
Then
I
if we
hope
get
so.
out of this mess, we should go D1 in delusion. We'd be in the Pro League in no time.
So we're really alive? There's no gimmick to this, no fake out, no anything?
I'm not buying this. 2 plus 2 is not equaling 4 here.
I'm suspicious, too, but the only thing we can really do is press forward.
I don't even know where forward is. We've been in a delusional world for so long, I'm starting to see ghosts.
That's just us, Donald.
Wait, is this the exit?
No
The
way.
Millennium
We have the
Puzzle.
Millennium Puzzle right here. Pop this bad boy in and let's go.
That's a white
Are we
light.
free?
Wow, so this is the way out.
It's felt like we've been in this
problem
dusty
is, are
pyramid
you
forever. It's going to
releasing
be nice to get some
something?
fresh air.
You
You're
opened
telling
the
me.
way.
I can't believe I'm actually
And
walking
that
out of
thing
it.
could get
Wait a
out
minute,
of the
does something
world.
look off to you guys?
Can you shut up,
I
Joe?
hate
We're
that in
finally
horror
home free
movies.
from that awful pyramid. Oh,
Whoa.
yeah, now I see what you're saying.
We're a long way home from Kansas.
I mean, on the bright side, at least it looks pretty.
You know, I did kind of wish to stay in the Cosmic Cove galaxy, so I can't complain that much.
Besides the lack of oxygen.
I'm trapped in the world of Amenti forever.
That's not too, but okay, well, there's UFOs here, so that's kind of cool.
Some weird-looking UFOs. They look like the rings from Halo.
Is this what powers the world of Amenti? We're basically stuck in the mitochondria of this space world.
Oh,
Maybe the aliens can come down here and give us an oxygen tank, or maybe a bag of Funyuns.
I could really go for a bag of Funyuns right now.
This is all because of those stupid rings, and we can't even go to the gas station to get them. Curse you, Amenti.
Well, I have
finally,
to
it's
say,
over.
I was
hated
really
that.
impressed by the whole thing.
It had a good balance
Compared
of
to
puzzle and
FNAF and
scares,
Resident
and the
Evil, I
graphics
hated
really
this the
helped with the
most.
dry parts.
Next time we want to go on vacation, we're not taking a turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah, that was the worst in all the horror games I played because one, I can't tell, there's no pattern, I can't figure it out. Number two, it's always dark, barely any light, and you don't know what's coming from the darkness as they emerge from it. And yeah, this is why I don't play horror games. I'll be dreaming of this at some point. That's how nightmares work. I can't tell when it comes, but it will come because of what I saw. I hope you guys enjoy this torment. For me, this was torture. I hope my screaming brought fun for you. I doubt I'll be doing something like this again in a past month. So yeah, enjoy it while you can because I doubt I'll be coming back to horror games. Unless there's any way like, what kind of horror games is a little bit more forgiving than this? This was just, for a small game, that scared the pants right off me. I feel like I need to freaking go to the bathroom afterwards. But still, I think that's enough for now. And I think 4 videos this day and 1 hour long one should be enough. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. Future editing me, it's all up to you now. Finish the job, upload it, and I need a freaking break. Alright, I'll see you guys on the next video. Be there or be square.